KY Fins 502. Oh, just got here. I'm sure you already covered it, but are the snap issues as bad as Twitter's? Yeah, no, it's bad. It's not good. It's not good. Now, let's get into a little bit of this stuff. I talked a little bit about it yesterday. I'm going to add a little bit more to what we were talking about yesterday. And you have an issue here. It's funny because it's a disease that we carry, the older fans. And then the younger fans, it's kind of a frustration for them right now because they kind of live in this 2025 year bubble that's been really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? Us older fans, we've experienced the really good times for Dolphin football championships and trips to Super Bowls and, all that kind of stuff. We've experienced at Marino and all that. We have something that, they don't have in the younger generation. And when you hear this, and we talk about the big picture and we look at it all, okay? And then we're going to get to we're going to talk the micro and the macro. You know how sometimes we talk about investing, and a lot of times I talk about investing, and I'm always looking at the macro. I don't look at the day-to-day or the week. I worry about the long term and where we're going. And if that's pacing the right way, then there's really no panic, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you the micro and the macro. Okay, first let's go with the macro. All right. For you older fans, you know where your frustration lies? Your frustration lies in Jim Langer. Your frustration lies in Dwight Stevenson. Your frustration lies in you had Tim Ruddy for several years. Your frustration lies in the brothers, the one that played for the Steelers and played for us, the center. What's the name, Sean? Help me out, damn it. Now I'm brain farting. What's his name? They have the bar and everything down in Miami, bro. The Pouncey brothers. Mike Pouncey. You had him for a few years. And we've had, for a long time, runs that we've had, you never have to worry about the center. Because it's the same guy year after year after year after year. And so you never have those issues. But lately, you haven't kept anybody around. You've changed the offense several times over the years. And so now you've got the same offense for the last now third year now. But in that process, how many centers have you had? Because Connor Williams had his injuries, so others had to play. And now others are playing again. You know what I'm saying? So you've got the macro for us as fans. We were so spoiled because more often than not, your center position was pretty much solved because you got a guy and then you were safe for several years. And so lately now it's been like, yo, what the hell is this, dude? We keep having center exchange issues and all that kind of stuff. And we're converting a center or converting a guard to center and you're all this, and you just haven't been able to just draft a high pick, a true center, a guy that comes in and is man-made, built to be center, has been a center, thinks like a center, carries himself like a center, and then he just takes the job and runs with it for 7, 8, 10, 12, 14 years. Because that's normally what happens, and you're able to find that guy like the aforementioned names. And so now you keep changing. And in this process over this, in the micro part of it, okay, now you got a new centers, because they're all new centers, into a new offense with a new quarterback, with a new cadence, and you did it all off season at walkthrough speed. Now you started to put on training camp, and now you're trying to pick it up. And now you're putting on pads, and now you're taking it to another level. So it's faster, and you got to think faster, and you've got to make the calls, and you've got to make sure you make the right protections and all that shit that goes on with it. It has not slowed down enough for any of them at this point in time. And that's kind of what's really going on. And we've got to give them a couple of days before we panic. Like I said, if this is going on next week, then we can start to panic a little bit. In the micro, I'm bothered by it. In the macro, I'm not going to be concerned. Connor 1 year had a couple of snaps and all that. And it was, oh my God. And then when the season came, he was fine. He had like one or two in the entire freaking year. And it was all right. Not a big deal. So it's not the end of the world. We cannot overreact all of this. But you also have to understand where it comes from. On the macro side, it comes from your rich history of us older people of, man, we never had these issues. I mean, I'll take Jeff Dellenbach right now. You know what I mean? Like, I lost a whole bunch of young people. Older guys are like, yeah, Deli. Yeah, give me Deli at least right now. You know, that's, they'll know what the hell I'm talking about. But it's just one of those things. And it's just funny how we kind of go through it. It's frustrating. Don't get me wrong. It's frustrating. But it's really where it bores from, that they have not found that guy that they can just hand the keys of the kingdom over, and he just takes over the team for the next 8, 10, 12 years, and you never have to worry about the position forever. Everybody loves having those guys. We just haven't had that guy in a while. Really sucks because it's really not. He's so important. It stands out. It's so obvious when your center's not snapping because it just ruins the entire offense. Very frustrating today. The amount of times that the ball was mishandled in the snapping. Yeah.